Okay, hi. My name is Lindsay. I am a stay-at-home mom. I was a marketing and sales manager in the private event industry for 10 years before I became a stay-at-home mom, and I've been doing that for the past 3 years. But I really wanted to start doing something to earn some extra money, and it was looking for something that kind of worked opposite my family schedule so that I wouldn't be impeding on our day. I wouldn't have to try to do anything during their nap times or, conflict with my husband's schedule. So this seemed like a really good fit once I started doing all the research, realizing that maybe I could do some classes uh, in the early morning before my husband went to work and before my kids woke up. And then on Friday night, I can work as late as I want. For those of you who don't know, most of the ESLs teach children English who are in China. So these are Chinese speaking children. And so they are on Beijing time. And if you want to look up Beijing time to find out what that means for you, I am Eastern time, so New York time. So if it is 6 p.m. here, it's 6 a.m. there. And their peak times are for when their kids are actually taking these classes are, when they get home from school. So in the evenings during the week, and then all day on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. So that means that if it's 6 o'clock, which is like the peak hour during the week, like Monday through Thursday, if it's 6 o'clock p.m. there, that means it's 6 a.m. here. So those are your peak hours. And for Saturday, all day, if it's, let's say, 9 a.m. there, then it's going to be 9 p.m. here Friday night. Does that make sense? So that kind of gives you an idea of when you would be working. For me, Eastern time, New York, I would be working Monday through Thursday at around 6 in the morning. I'll probably try to do some 6 and 7 o'clocks and then be done by then because my husband's going to go to work. And then I'll be with the kids for the rest of the day. And then on Friday night, I will probably just cram in as many as I can to at least to get my minimum 8 hours. I think it is a week as what they want you to work, and the classes are about 30 minutes each. So I think they're looking at, you're doing at least 15 classes roughly a week. And I think that was doable. So here we are. I have made it. As of right now, I have passed demo 1, interview demo 2. Now I am going through the background check process. Then once I pass that, I will move on to the hiring process, which is technically training. So you will actually do live classes. I'm going to do 5 of those. And once I make it through each of those 5 classes, then I will be on my own. Hopefully they'll give me a contract for 6 months. That is what they're offering if I make it through those 5 live classes. They also pay you for those classes. So it's not wasted time, even if you don't get all the way through to the hiring phase. So I'm really excited. The first, just to get to interview demo 1, I had to submit a resume. And I also had to send in a video of sort of like a live resume, me just talking about myself. And then I read a poem. And you can go to my YouTube channel and you'll see that demo. And then I was asked later for another demo at about this phase. So I was thinking, well, maybe it was for, part of my profile, if parents want to choose me as their kid's teacher. I don't know. So I redid one, and you can see that one, number 2, also, if you check my channel out. And so, I haven't made it to the actual live classes yet. But just want to say something about my interview one. Did not go well. For some reason in the information they send you, you have to like download this app called WeChat, and that's how you talk to your representative that's helping you in the hiring phase. And then you also have to download their software to your computer, and you have to be connected to an Ethernet connection. So make sure you get an Ethernet connection. I will include the one that I ordered from Amazon in the information below. And you also need a right-clicking mouse. I actually just happen to have one, and you need a headset. And I'll include the link for that one. I got one from Amazon as well. But yes, I didn't do well on the interview one. I would just, for some reason, I got really stuck in the playing around in the games that I actually didn't forget. I just didn't see in all the information where I needed to actually watch the games. There's like demonstrations of the games, and then learn to play these games. So when I went into the interview, she was expecting, I really was supposed to demonstrate these games and have learned them, and it was obvious that I did not know what was going on. So I was honest, and I was like, I did not spend much time with the games. I apologize. I promised her that I would study up on these games and be better the next go around, and she passed me through, thankfully. And on interview 2, I actually printed out, if you click on enter the class, right, it'll actually give you an outline of what they're going to go through, and you go through each of those games, and a few interview questions as well, not very many. It tells you exactly what you're going to do in this demo, so make sure you read that and make sure you know those games better than any of the other ones. But I really hit it off in my interview 2. I studied the games, I knew them well. It was just the first phase was like, just had no idea. It was totally new to me, and it was obvious that I had no clue what was going on. So they're really, what I like about Qkids is they realize that this is new for a lot of people. It's just a whole new kind of experience, and they really help you train. And what's great is I'm a trial by fire kind of person, and I in that experience, obviously getting to phase 2, I knew what I was doing, once I got a little familiar with it, and then went back and really practiced, but having had that little bit of glimpse into what it really is like with my interviewer really helped. So the second go around, I was ready to go, and I actually had fun with my interviewer, and we hit it off, and I'm excited. I think I'll do well at this. And I will say this though, I first applied with VIPkid, and it was great. I thought it was like the best one. It was the only one I knew of, and it's the one that I'd heard other people do as well. What's going on here? And I didn't click. I had any kind of experience with children because I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I have a bachelor's degree. I have I have a lot of experience with kids. I have 3 children. My oldest is 5. I'm homeschooling them now. The public school system is really jam-packed, way too full. And, I just like having them around, and I'm like, I can totally customize a homeschool for them. And private school for 3 kids, lots of money needed there, and can't afford all that. So hopefully I can create a schedule where I can work part-time, I can homeschool them, and we can have a lot of fun. But getting back to VIPkid, I checked no experience, so I didn't even make it to the interview stages with them. And then I discovered 5-1 Talk and got through the interview stages, and failed, did not do well, but I don't think it was my fault. You had to actually log into their system and do the interview through there, and I was actually going to do a mock class, and I felt comfortable doing that, and I felt like that was where I would shine. And their program was down, it wasn't working, and so I had to on the fly download Skype and then log in and do an interview with them for Skype, because it had taken so many days at this point. I just did not want to drag this on anymore. So finally got connected with my interviewer through Skype, and it lasted like a few minutes. I think I mentioned homeschool, and he was like, I don't know. I don't know the reason, but I did not get through on 5-1 Talk. But just so you know, I actually found Qkids, 5-1 Talk and Qkids, through 2 Sigmas. They're kind of like a gateway to all these ESL companies. And they're the ones that matched me up with 5-1 Talk. And then when that didn't work out, they matched me up with Qkids. And so, you can always check out 2 Sigmas. If things don't work out, maybe they can connect you with another company, and you can continue trying to find one that fits you. But I do like Qkids because they tend to realize that there's a learning curve here, and that people are smart and they'll figure it out, just given the time and the opportunity to practice. And that's what I did. And so again, waiting for my background check to come through, and then I will be on to the actual classes, 5 of those, and if I make it through, then they'll offer me a contract for 6 months. Anyway, so that's all I have to say so far about the process. I will definitely do another interview with some insights on what happens in the next stages where I'm actually teaching the children. Hopefully I'll do well. Bye.